Good morning. Happy Monday. I'm so excited today because we are going to increase the quality of our videos. I am so stoked. I don't even know what we have. Ian's taking care of it. But it's not like I'm not aware that the sound is kind of crap. Like I knew, but I was at the time, I could only do what I could do. And I thought, well, if anybody does watch this channel, then I'll like increase the quality, uh, you know, because more viewers means I think that I kind of owe it to you guys to, do a little better. So I'm going to, and we're going to get that all set up today. I don't know what it is, sound, and I think camera's changing too. Not sure. I don't know. But definitely for sure sound. For sure. There's going to be a small learning curve for Carla, and Carla is excited because the only thing better than being a teacher is being a student. So I'm really excited about that. That's like the biggest thing that I'm excited about today. And then also, I mentioned before I'm working on a beginner course. So I've actually got that completed now. It's very similar to the one that we had in studio, but I revamped it because we had levels 1, 2, and 3 before, but this level 1, 2, 3 is going to be different and more accessible. The feedback we got from the studio sort of beginner or foundations program was that it was just too much information all at once and they didn't remember anything. So we're going to do it instead of 3 levels being the different like levels of poses. We're going to learn all the poses in a super basic way first, and then get into detail. Once you know what the poses are and you know there's enough information, just learning how to get into each pose and like what it's called. You don't need all of the there's like a dozen or more little tips and tricks on how to refine your pose. But I decided that there's no use refining something that you don't even know how to get into. So if you do have friends or family who don't know anything about yoga, but they are wanting to get started, this is going to be a really well laid out course. I've spent literally years trying to formulate how to most effectively and efficiently teach a beginner right from scratch how to do yoga properly, and then get them to the point where they are really knowledgeable, depending on how far they want to go. So looking forward to that. I'm going to be working on that the rest of the week after we get our new sound set up. I don't know how long that'll take. So I've just got Monday to Thursday is like our time to do as much as we can on the beginner course and the new setup. So yeah, I am so excited to show you what it is. I don't know what it is. And yeah. So one of the reasons too why I wanted to do this beginner course is because it's one of those, like, I don't know if you call it a pet peeve, but like the way that most people in the West learn how to do yoga is they just go to a yoga studio and they do drop-ins until one day they finally figure out where their feet are going, sort of. But it's mostly just sort of looking around, watching your teacher do the class, and that's how you learn yoga. But that's sort of tradition in the West, like in the last 50 years, but that's not actually how yoga is taught at all. So if you've gone to the studio before this whole COVID thing, you may have noticed that when I teach, I walk around the room and I help adjust students physically, very gently and carefully to help them avoid injury, basically, is the reason why we do that. And so if I'm not up at the front doing all the poses with you, it's kind of important that you know what you're doing before you start class. Having said that, the one thing that I did do and I spent years on is creating, this is more information for if you want to be a yoga teacher, if you are a yoga teacher. If you don't show your students at all what you want them to do, if your words are concise enough and accurate enough, you can verbally tell somebody how to get into all kinds of crazy twister poses without any visual aid whatsoever. And that is the truth, because everyone has 2 arms, 2 legs, a head, a body, like, so if you can tell them right foot steps forward and where specifically it steps forward, then you can guide a complete beginner into a yoga pose. However, it's still better to have both visual and audio when someone's learning. So for that reason, it's really, really, really better. It's just better, and it should be the only way that we learn, to actually do a course. Like, do a course, learn what you're doing, and then your yoga classes, and even the ones on YouTube here, that's where you practice what you already know. So if you don't know how to do a pose and you're kind of winging it and you're on the fly and you're watching a YouTube video or you're watching the teacher at the front of the class, you're like, what goes where? And my head goes, where's my arm? That's not really an efficient or a safe way to do a yoga posture. If you're constantly looking, craning your neck, looking back at the teacher or looking to the teacher, it's just not the safest way. So blah, blah, blah. I could go on and on. But yeah, that course is coming very, very soon, as soon as I possibly can. I'm hoping to have everything all done by the end of February. But man, that's coming up real quick here. So yeah, watch for that. That's pretty much all I know today. I'm so one-track mind, like I'm a compartmental person. I can't think about anything else. I didn't look at the news today. I don't know what's going on. I'm just at home, and that's all I know, is that I'm doing a beginner course and we're installing some, or whatever, setting up some new audio and maybe video, I think. Yeah. So I hope you have a really, really good rest of your day, and I'm excited to show you what we come up with. So I'll probably do another coffee with Carla tomorrow. If I don't, it's because we're still setting up and it's still not ready. So yeah, I'll let you guys know as soon as I possibly can. But yeah, just so you know, I wanted to give you the heads up. This week is going to be very, 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 very busy for Ian and I, working on the beginner courses. And notice I say courses. There's multiple. There's still going to be the 3 levels. So hoping to get the first one done by February, though. All right. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me ramble in the mornings. I've had a lot of coffee so far. This is, I just woke up and just gave her. So there you go. I will see you next time. So as always, namaste, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.